And we're back with some more Rimworld. And today, thanks to this flesh heart over here, we are cooking up some nuggets. Cole, where are you going? No, come back here. Prioritize tending to that tough spike. So what we got here is 4 tough spikes that are currently being sort of deep frozen. And you see here they've got hypothermia serious. We've basically got them to 50% hypothermia by reducing the temperature in here to minus 70 C. Once they got to 50% hypothermia, some of them are on 50, some of them are on 51, that one's on 50, this one's actually lost an arm. Basically, they start getting frostbite. When they're between 40 to 70% hypothermia, they start getting frostbite. If you go above 70%, there's a good chance they'll die, so we want to keep them above 40 but below 70. And as it goes along, their limbs just start to get knocked off, slowly but surely. See, spikes only have a few limbs. They've got a jaw, left arm, right arm, and the 2 legs. But they're all considered tentacles. And we just basically freeze them off, and once they're all frozen off, they're perfectly nuggeted and perfectly useful for harvesting bioferrite for basically no cost. 3 of them are equal to 4,000 watts of power. All you need to do is somewhere to store them. And we have the perfect man cave for that. So today, I'm going to do a bunch of that in the background. But there's a few other things we need to do. The problem is, harvesting these has become a lot more difficult. Used to be, you just hit them up with Manhunter Pulse. And Manhunter Pulse would cause them all to fight against themselves, and then, some of the tough spikes would go down. Unfortunately, we have to shoot them now because Manhunter Pulse no longer works, and our bullets do a substantial amount more damage, which means they're far less likely to be downed. And instead, what we've ended up doing is using shock lances. Problem is, we've got like 1 shock lance left, which has 1 charge. So yeah, we've been going through a lot of shock lances. So we're going to do a quick trade run, stock up on shock lances while we're processing all of these, and we're going to fire some of these over to the man cave. Oh, and one comment. I keep getting these comments from people going, oh, why don't you, chop out someone's tongue if they're being an annoyance, or, do this to someone's legs, or that or the other. I don't do... how do I phrase this? If people attack us, they are fair game, and we will use them as efficiently as possible to make sure our colonists are fine. But once you're a colonist, you're safe. We're not going to do anything bad to our own colonists because they're ours. They are perfectly 100% safe, and if anyone looks at them wrong, we will cut them down and their friends and family just to make sure none of their friends and family even think about getting revenge. We won't do anything bad to our own colonists. We're not evil. We're just very protective of our own people. And very efficient about how we deal with people who threaten our people. That's it. We're not evil. We're just friendly to our own people, and you know what? You know what I mean, right? One thing we have not been taking advantage of because, well, we didn't really need to, but we might as well do it once for the funsies, is psychic slaughter on Uberkitten. And this allows you to do, well, some damage to things. Namely, anyone who gets in range can basically be exploded by it. And we're going to explode this pack animal, which has 6 advanced components on it. Perfect. And no one cares. That's the thing. None of these guys care about it. We also get a Psychic Reader, Venom Fangs, and an Eltex Robe Normal. Yeah, well, we'll stick that all into storage. Thank you. Now, you may be wondering how a caravan got in here. Well, friendlies from the Monroe Federation turned up, and then they dug a hole through here. Turns out there was a second way out of this little cul-de-sac we had walled ourselves into, which is mildly unfortunate. What we could do is drill a hole through here and let the flesh mass through to block up the rest of it. You know what? It's fine. We'll probably be okay. And what's this raid from? Oh yeah, this is not on this tile. Yeah, this is off on our little map tile. Occasionally raids show up here. They're kind of fun. Also, ducks have self-joined. A bunch of things have self-joined over here, and then you can see from all the corpses that they didn't last very long. Toxic fallout tiles. One thing you gotta be careful with these is tending these guys pretty quick. If you don't tend them fast enough, what'll happen is their blood levels will go so low they'll actually die. It's a combo of hypothermia and blood loss can potentially kill them. They've only got 3 hit points left on that leg. And in a bit, that leg is going to go bad. As in, that leg will fall off. And we got to get to it pretty quick. They've already lost a bunch of blood from the... Actually, not too bad. Not too bad. We're almost processing them. But in the meantime, Sister Vex, we need you to go on a quick mission. Sister Vex and Expendable are on their way over to a Relic quest. This is the... well... last piece of it. Nope. We don't want to land on top of it. Drop at the edge. Or drop outside. What we want to do here is send in Sister Vex. They go grab the relic using their invisibility. And then we get out of there again. Oh. And Ultra Mech Tech is finished. Nice. That means we can get it... the moment we get enough nuggets done for power, We are gonna go so hard into the mech tech. Okay, Sister Vex, are they all asleep? Yeah, they're all asleep. So we're gonna need you to rush in here, go grab what we want, and then get out. Nope, don't run into them. Security threat activated in 1 hour. Okay, that's fine. We got a bit of time. Now, you may be wondering how we found this relic, since we were 1 quest short on the last one. It was actually just another one of those village quests where it's like, hey, come look at this sacred terminal or something. Yeah, we looked at the sacred terminal. And then we stole one of their chairs and left. Just the same normal stuff as before. Visibility. And then extract. It needs his answer to inventory. Will take 5 seconds. And... perfect. We have 9 seconds of psychic invisibility left. And Sister Vex is now so fast she can probably make... or he can probably make it to the edge of the map before they even know we were here. Anything on this map worth stealing? Don't even have chairs. Come on, let's go. Done. Quest completed. We'll have Sister Vex merge back up with the caravan, and we'll be good to go. That is the last limb removed. They're all fully nuggetized. So, done and done. No tentacles at all. Then all we do is say, let's just grab... oh, no, you're too busy. We say transfer them over here. And then, while they're being transferred across, we'll just stop along the way and instead drop them and pick them up. Oh, wait, no. We want you to carry the tough spike. And then once you have them in your hands, place tough spike in passenger shuttle. Shuttle now has 2 tough spikes, 3 tough spikes in it. And we've even got a bunch more over here as well. We've got a bunch for the underground cavern. And there we go. We've got a whole bunch of resources ready to be jammed down into the hole. The nuggetizing machine is currently empty, and we would like to fill it with more tough spikes. Unfortunately, we're out of shock lances, and the normal methods of downing them efficiently doesn't really work, so we need to go on a trade run. However, there's a problem. We haven't conquested anywhere in a while. People are getting a little bit irritable about that, so we need to do a quick conquest. That means we're going to have Sister Vex go wipe out... what's here? You know what? They're fine. There's a bunch of them here. We're going to have Sister Vex absolutely murderize a lot of them. 35 people. He's got this. Now, the reason I'm so confident sending in Sister Vex on this mission, because basically they're an absolute murderizing machine. I think I need to do a video on how broken psi powers are and how much they just change one colonist from a good colonist into absolute death on legs. Right, first up, let's find someone to berserk. Just a simple berserk should start it all. Yeah, there we go. And they've started a fight. Okay, perfect. And that's got the low shields up. While they're busy taking care of that. And that's one down. Who else has got a low shield? That's actually the only low shield going. Perfect. Yeah, let's go... actually, berserk pulse right there. Never hurt anybody. Yeah, there. Excellent. Now, a little bit of invisibility. And we'll kill a few more. All we need is like one of those weapons that allows us to gain psi focus up when they kill someone. And this would be absolutely super broken. And how many's left? Come on, would you guys get around to killing each other a little bit faster? Ooh. Damn it, that wore off. Done. Then we're going to jump out of here. Perfect. And this gives our shield just a few moments to recharge. How many of them are left alive? Still 28. Damn, taking a little bit of time. Okay. And... another one bites the dust. Now, how do we kill the maximum amount without wasting too much time? Oh, should have done this ages ago. Okay, I'm going to get you to run. Actually, I'm going to get you to jump. We want to save your shield. If your shield goes down, you'll actually start taking chip damage. We prefer that if that didn't happen. Perfect. Around the corner. Now, they should follow us. Come on. Come on. You guys got it. We have a bunch of elephants over here that should make a wonderful, glorious mess of the lot of them. Okay, Wah here is being a little bit... Oh, go juice. That kind of motivation, eh? It's rare. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Barely missed him. And now... Damn it. Okay, yeah, we'll get back to skip abduction in a second. Excellent. Elephants should now get involved. Perfection. You gotta remember, this is just one colonist. What we could have done was just got Psylink levels for everyone, and it just gets more and more out of control. But I think this is fine. How is Wag still standing? Oh yeah, Goat Juice, I keep forgetting. Oh, we somehow took off their toes. One toe, one finger, a few bit of damage here and there. Let's stay away from that mess for a little bit longer. Oh my. They killed all the elephants. Kind of impressive. How many left alive? 20 humans. Okay then. You seem to be bunching up quite nicely over there. If you could bunch up a little bit closer, that'd be better. Damn, did they kill that person already? You guys are fast. Oh, there's no more animals left on the map. Ooh, boomalopes. Yeah, fine. Run. Oh, shield just cracked. That is actually a problem. Could have been more careful. I got sloppy. Shield will recover, so long as we stay away from them for long enough periods of time. Well, let's nip in at the back and take a little nibble off these guys. And they finally broke. Excellent! Well then, that cost us a bruise from a chain shotgun stock and a bunch of Psyfocus, but I believe that is a successfully ended area. Awful dining chair, and normal dining chair. They deserved literally everything they got. Now, they've got a carpet here. You know what? Now, we'll just take everything and leave. And by everything, I mean what we can do. Reform the caravan. Ooh, what's your health at? I think we'll keep the 14-year-old as an age battery, and then what we can do is just take literally everything we want here. We're going to send the shuttle to pick him up. I think we'll chop up the elephants a little bit first. Reduces the weight substantially so we can carry home a whole bunch of meat for the fridge. I think I found where all our tail caps were going. Look at them, there's a whole bunch of tail caps on this tile. Seems that we're fans. To make sure that they can get home, we send out the shuttle to pick them up. Easy peasy. There is a small element of risk in this, of course. 1 second. I'll have to refuel. For 1 hour they'll be gone, but not really a big deal. The one problem we'd have with Sister Vex is that actually uses an awful lot of their Psyfocus. Tiny bit of a problem. Legendary shield belt, really good armor. They're pretty much sorted. In fact, if they could get their hands on a hammer with kill focused, they could be pretty much unstoppable. Oh, we're actually over capacity. 1 second, I'm gonna dump something. Should have chopped up all the elephants. That last elephant is 240 kgs. Fine. Feels wrong wasting all that meat. Okay, well that did not go how we were anticipating. Still no recent conquests. How is that a thing? We just leveled a place. That's not normal. Something broke there. Well, in that case, I think it's time for a little bit of a religious reformation. We'll have to change the Raider meme slightly. I don't think we can really do much about it. We could remove the Raider meme, but then if we do that, we lose access to shooting specialists. I'm not willing to lose access to shooting specialists. But we're probably going to go with supremacists, because then we can get rid of raiding later if we want, if it's still buggy. Raiding gives us access to shooting specialists, and the text is, our people should dominate all others. And considering how the team has been rolling, I think they're probably going to be very happy with that as a meme. At the same time, instead of having raiding required, have it respected. Ratings are respected. It's not nearly as much of a gain anymore. We'll still get some points. It's just not as much, and it won't be as much of a negative if it somehow glitches out. We'll leave everything else the way it is. Okay, that really does look like the memes of a bunch of horrible people. But it was all sort of thematically appropriate at the time. They're not bad people. They're just very focused on not dying. No recent conquest is going to mind. Like, I can live with that. We'll maybe crank it back up if the glitchiness goes away, because we definitely did raid a location and we killed everyone there and shattered it. All right, we need to go on a quick shopping spree, namely to get more shock lances so we can fill up the cages again. Sister Vex is now going on a very long journey. He's going to be popping around to here, 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 here. Like we're just going to spread all the way across here, snapping up all the genetics we can, and at the same time, we're looking out for shock lances. Just lots and lots of shock lances. You see, we need all the shock lances to zap all of the critters there so that we can make ourselves a bunch of nuggets. We were just out having a nice trade. Everything was going great. And then Randy decided it's time for a pit gate to open up. How long we got? 7 hours. We could bring Sister Vex back, but I think we want to use fire. I think fire would be a good idea on this particular front. It's rare you use fire for these things, but I'm thinking fire and grenades might be our best bet because this is going to be a huge mess, and we have a lot of miniguns. Ugh, I really wish we had a second ghoul. You know what? We'll have you go there for now. But, Sister Vex, you're going to continue on your caravanning. If things get absolutely frantic, we can bring you back home. Oh, a bulk goods trader has just shown up. Your timing is terrible. There's only 3 hours left on this. Okay, we're going to have to... What? Get that out of the way for the minute. And you... We don't need you right there. Just... Actually, we can put you there. Won't mess with the research. How long you got left? 2 hours. Yeah, it might be time to start getting the crew together. Okay, 1 hour left. We have a plan. We are going to use grenades. Now, risky, I know, but we've actually got very good shooting capacity on this pawn. At the same time, Christosax has got a shoot frenzy going on, which means they're more accurate. Like, there's just a lot of stuff going to make this shooting accuracy as high as it possibly could be. So 17 in shooting frenzy. They should not miss. It's very rare. I've been doing a little bit of minor testing. I need to do a lot more. But on grenades, if you have very weak shooting, you can basically, at this range, you'll clip the walls after about 30 to 40 shots. You'll probably clip the walls, give or take. But on this high level shooting, you can get out about 100 grenades before you clip the doors. As long as you're lucky. If you're unlucky, it could go worse. We're also going to need to actually move people forward to cover the doors because these walls are going to get shredded. I should have replaced these with plasteel about a bajillion years ago, but laziness. And also under Kugarian, we have a Doomsday Rocket for absolute desperation measures, and we also have a lot of incendiary launchers built into our armor. One of the reasons I'm kind of okay with Sister Vex not being here, if we're going to be using fire, Sister Vex would not like it. But if Sister Vex isn't here to complain, then we can use a lot of fire. Alright, all the slaves are confined to base. I mean, unpaid interns, and Sister Vex is currently... Yeah, she's 0.4 hours away. Yeah, it's grand. It's grand. We'll probably be okay. I can't remember how big these things are. And there's that trade group. We are going to get in so much trouble with their friends. Oh, Passenger Shuttle is ready to launch. I mean, it would be rude not to just keep trading. You got to keep doing it. We can't stop. Okay, here we go. What do we got? Come on. How long? And oh, 1 second. Please excuse the distraction. And also, we'll try and get rid of these. I know the opening of those drives people nuts sometimes, but it's hard to keep. Fleshbeast, emergence. Yeah, kind of expected this. Yeah, 12,000 point. Yeah, max, basically. Oop, slow it down a bit. Oh yeah, you're all so dead. Guys, this is just... Tell you what, this is probably going to tank our rating with some of this faction. Who is this faction? Oh, it's the piggies. Can we just trade with them? They're at 66. Now, if we could get a Doomsday into the middle of all of this, we could save ourselves a whole bunch of effort. Close the door. Exit. Now, if we can get a Doomsday into the swarm of them, what that would mean is they'd all break up. Like these big guys here, I'd like to break up the bulb freaks. Ooh, they got up a low shield, but that's not going to keep you safe. The thing is, I don't want to launch it until all of them are downed or dead, because if we kill them, it'll drive down our liking with that faction. Okay. Keep the door open. Now, that's perfect. Fire. Right about there. And back in position immediately, please. Oh, immediately clip someone. Happens. Oh well. Hey, who put away their minigun? The Jade Requiem needs to sing. You probably start shooting right about now. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a problem. In fact, get me the slaves up here. I mean, unpaid interns. You guys, get over here. What I want you to do is body block the rear here. If they bloody block the rear, then even if these things split up, they can't annoy Kugarian. And Kugarian, actually, give me a marksmanship command. And then give me a... Ooh. No, I don't want you... damn it, I should have installed the target ground mod... target the ground mod targeter thingy. And... perfect. And that will annoy the bejesus out of them. Fleeing fire. Yeah, okay. Well, that was kind of bound to happen. Hunter drones. Can we actually fire them out there? You know what? I'm not going to risk it. Not in this close quarters. You guys, give me a minigun blast on that guy. Never mind, he's down. Give me another actual flame blast there. Right there should be... actually... right there. Nope, nope, that didn't work. Target the ground. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Now they got to travel through the fire. Ow. Go here. I need you both to go here. I need you to block the line. Come on, come on, come on. Dear God, there's just so many of them. Maybe this was not a great idea. Launch incendiary. Damn it. I need to install the ground targeting mod. Give me that right there. Quick, 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 quick. It's the hopping that does it. Every time we pop one of them, they break into smaller blobs, and those smaller blobs cause problems. Okay. I think we're pretty safe now. Grenades can stop. Go grab your masterwork rifle there. And everyone can go back to work. Quickly put out the fires as well, if you wouldn't mind. Ooh. What the? What are you even doing in here? How did you get in here? Yeah, ruler of the Huns, get over here. Yeah, one of them's annoying one of our unpaid interns. Hey, and we actually managed to capture a couple. That one's bleeding out in 7 hours, but, yeah, capture that tough spike. Well, our interns did take a little bit of a smacking there. Ruler of the Huns also tanked a bunch. I really want to get a couple of more ghouls just to hold the line. It's kind of useful. And over here, no immediate danger on Glue Monkey. External is fine, and expendable. Oh, bleeding out in 12 hours. Okay, we'll get some medical attention for expendable. They'll all be good. Oh, looks like you've actually stayed here long enough. The mechanoids are about to find us. I can't remember the last time they actually found us. Normally we move on so fast. We're not really stick around type people. In that case, we should really get around to claiming that flesh mass heart and getting out of here. That means Sister Vex going to have to get moving. They've still got a bit of trading too, but we've got 5 days. We have 5 days, and they can hit up about another 10, 15 places and come back, and still we'll be out of here. It'll be long before the mechs get to this location. So, one thing about this flying around and trading, it's great. It really, really is great. But the buttons keep moving around depending on which village you're at. There's a problem with that, because if you click that button there, that attack button, it doesn't give you, are you sure you want to attack the settlement that you've just traded with 100 times before? It just instantly attacks the settlement and drives them to 100% happiness with you, or minus 100, which is kind of annoying. Ask me how I know that. I accidentally clicked the wrong button and now I'm at war with a faction. Yeah, just one mess up, one misclick. I'm not even sure yep. No, yep, that's... this has just messed up our entire trading strategy. Bugger. And I can't even do anything about it while I'm out here because I'd have to actually fire stuff in a transport pod to make them light. We can't land and hand them stuff. We have to actually... Damn you, Randy. Actually, okay, that's my fault. I shouldn't have clicked it. Oh, while we're here, we can at least use this for some good stuff. We can get rid of all of our toxic waste packs down here so we're not leaving them behind. That way we dump them down there and they become less of a problem. Draw shamblers. Cool. Research done on that. We'll start researching bioferrite weaponry. And we're going to have to start unlocking more stuff so we can finish more research. Oh, and on the regular research front, we have everything but these. We're basically just plowing through literally everything. Before we head back, I just thought to point out, we picked up a few shock lances along the way. This was mostly the point of our trip. We even grabbed a couple of low shields, though honestly we're swimming in those at the moment. A few maps, like these are maps that have quests attached to them. And I figure some of them have got to have mercenaries that are going to have special weapons, so why not take them all? And then we bought a bunch of jeans, but honestly, nothing too great. I did want foam spray, but very few good ones. Not ones we were really, really looking forward to. And the only really good one was probably Deathless, which comes with Slate Grey skin. It just means we don't have to have anything else bundled with Deathless. Still not even that great. Yeah, and now we just have to fly over to the cave system, drop off all of this junk, or drop off all the jeans, and then we're going to fly back home. And how much time do we have left? We still have 4 days before the mechanoid threat arrives, but we still have to capture this heart. This Fleshbeast heart needs to come with us. We need it for farming purposes. Sister Vex is returning. Right now the shuttle is on the way, and we have this thing where, well, it's a quest for some sangophages. You know what? Draw them down. Let the sangophages land here. They can live with all these nasty monsters around the place. Wait, where'd they crash? Oh, that's a perfect place for you to land. And we got one sangophage. I think there's only one. Ooh. You'll be fine. Yeah, I don't think they're liking their time here. Who cares? Alright, Sister Vex, maybe get yourself some recreation in, like, immediately. You're looking a little bit starved. Actually, maybe just chow down on some insect jelly. That's probably the fastest way to get your recreation back up. And let's see, your recreation is 0 at the moment, and after you finish that insect jelly, 56. That's actually a really fast move. How are you looking? Bleeding out in 8 hours, bleeding out in 8 hours. The rest of you might need a little bit more TLC to take you down. Oh! The hostile sangophage master and her thralls think they're going to attack us. That is, that's cute. That's really cute. You know what? We're just gonna get, actually, we don't even need everyone for this. We are going to disrespect the bejesus out of this group. We won't care. So, we've already got the shield on, and at the same time... Oh, sorry. We have Christosax over here manning a mortar, because they're currently our best mortar specialist. We're gonna aim you about... Ooh, that way if you miss by a bit, you still get something. Okay, I want you to fire that mortar shell. They're still moving into attack. Yeah, was that the vamp? Yeah, oh my god, the 15 conditions that need tending. Well, maybe you live, maybe you don't. We don't care. Anyway, mortar shell, where are you? Ah, here it is. This mortar shell is inbound. We have Sister Vex. Ooh. Land, immediately. Sister Vex, inbound. Nice. Now, one of the reasons we were doing this is it's collecting biomass for its next growth spurt. So doing it now just seemed like a good call. Are they dead? Oh, they broke. Excellent. Should we capture the vamp? Yeah, we can use them for... Yeah, we can definitely use them. They've got good, healthy genes. We can turn them into a lobotomite and send them back. Actually, are they good for anything? Slowpoke, nimble, and tough. No, I think like, the tough and nimble is great, but that slowpoke, we could do better. Okay, thing is, we're currently on a time crunch. Reason being is we have 4 days before the mechanoid threat arrives, at which point we're going to have to leave. We might just stick around to see what they look like before we go. But before that happens, we would like to destroy this Fleshbeast heart. Well, capture this Fleshbeast heart. We would also like to seal this pit gate. Doing both of those things would give us access to new tech, and we would like to knock out all the tech on this run. Why not? So, right now we have already analyzed 2 flesh lumps. Sister Vex can now attack this. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of artillery pieces here that are going to absolutely maul him with acid. but they're wearing a shield, and as far as I'm aware, a shield protects you from it. Yeah, and yeah, you did nothing. Now we can analyze the neural lump that's here. This is the third neural lump, and that will allow us to induce a tachycardia in the flesh mass heart, if I recall. Tachycardia is, what, like erratic heartbeat or something? Yes, here we go. Sister Vex made a breakthrough. This biosignature responds strongly when stimulated by a specific electric pulse. If used on the flesh mass heart itself, an electric signal could cause a tachycardia overload and kill the heart. You can now destroy Lumiflux A3 flesh mass heart by interacting with it directly. It just means it's unique for every flesh mass heart. Also, if you let this thing recover, as in you can capture this thing as it'll nobbin, and then you can, farm it. But if it manages to break free of its containment and spawn again, you won't be able to induce a tachycardia in it. You'll have to do the exact same story again and, induce tachycardia. They're all reinforcements. What? Oh! The vamp had buddies. Right, actually I should check. Are any of you got good genetics? No. Old human. We've got a trigger-happy too smart, a trigger-happy masochist, and yeah, I'm thinking hats for the lot of you. Okay, and there we go. Flesh Mouse Heart just does its whole explodey thing. Also, I had forgotten to turn off the mortar again. We've done that this time. We're going to let Christus Axe reload it, and then we'll put them back to work. But for now, Sister Vex is just going to smash their way out of here. Yeah, that sounds about right. And done. This is the flesh mass nucleus. We can capture this and basically farm it, not just for bioferrite, but twisted meat, which is amazing. That's why I wanted to get my hands on one of these for ages. Because it's basically a free way to get twisted meat out of them, and you can use that to make, well, chem fuel. Oop, these guys are almost here. Who else do we need? Oh, Glue Monkey's here as well. Perfect. You guys have... Why would you attack? We've just slaughtered so much. You take one look at this tile and go, no. You see there's a flesh mass heart on it, an active one, and you go, hey, maybe we should go somewhere else. These people might be insane. Yeah, that's kind of exactly how I anticipated that going as well. All right, Glue Monkey, would you strip them? And that should give us more than enough leather to make some more coats. We will now have Sister Vex bring that home. Ooh, and 206 twisted meat. We don't actually need the chem fuel, I don't think, at this point. But hey, more twisted meat is more twisted meat. And another potential... Nah, 47. No point. We'll let him bleed out. Okay, flesh mass nucleus. This is its activity. The higher its activity, the more meat it's going to generate. So I think about there. We don't want to leave it too high, because if we let it get to 100%, it will then spawn another flesh mass heart and then inside our base start doing horrifying stuff. We would prefer to keep it high so it generates a lot of flesh mass for us, or flesh, whatever, twisted meat, but not so high that we're, if we pull everyone away for a day, that it breaks free. At the same time, this wall is now falling apart, and there is a bunch. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies that are still alive in here. All right, time to go way down in a hole. Nope, wrong one. This one. Yes. So this is where we've been storing our toxic waste. Now, we just want to find the core of this. We don't care about anything else. So core here? We're actually pretty central. So I would say draw a circle around here. We'll start and go anti-clockwise, because there's a big wall over here. Might as well start smashing. You'll occasionally find these flesh sacks down here, and yeah, sometimes they'll contain good stuff, sometimes they'll contain mediocre stuff, but nothing really extraordinary generally. Oh, and there's also enemies in here you're going to find. Squirming sounds. As Sister Vex draws near the flesh mass here, he senses a heavy writhing and throbbing from underneath its warm surface. Ew! Some huge living entity is hidden behind this wall of flesh. Probably this one? Thanks for being here, Tough Spike. I was actually going to go down this section, but hey, you have convinced me this is the location we need to be. In that case, we should probably call down some reinforcements. Okay, we got a little team together. Kugarian does not have marksmanship command off cooldown, but I'm not too worried. We've got Berserk and a few other tricks up our sleeve. There we go, Dreadmelt. Come on. Come out to play. That was incredibly quick. And we have a nice little choke point here, which makes it very easy for miniguns to do a lot of good work. And, ooh, 3 shards. We done? Excellent. How long are you going to bleed out? 12 hours until you bleed out. We've actually managed to capture ourselves a tough spike as well. So we'll carry you. We don't want anything else from down here. We could go exploring, but realistically run a bit of a time crunch. Also, once we kill this, the place is going to collapse. I think in 12 hours or... It hasn't actually updated yet, but once you destroy the flesh melt heart thingy, it all just, it goes to hell. Oh. We need to get out of here quicker. It turns out once we kill them, all the other parts start to break out. Like all the walls are falling apart. I hadn't thought about that. Well, I've never had to deal with that before. Normally we clear everything before we do this. Watching for targets. No. You want to capture the tough spike. Put him there. Or actually, drop the tough spike. And then capture. Right. You guys down here, I'm going to have to keep an eye on you to make sure you don't do something stupid. Like... Nope, don't go back that way. That's fine. Just go. I think that's everything we want. Perfect. And we are out of there. Oh, and the undercave is about to collapse. And what did they have in here? Well, there was a few of those flesh lumps. Oh, 6 flesh sacks. So there's plenty of stuff down here we could have kept farming. It's just... we're kind of in a rush. We still only have... we have 3 days, I suppose, since the Mechanoid thread is coming. Probably could have spent time farming it, but most of the stuff down there is junk anyway. Guys, you were having a wonderful concert. Why? Glue Monkey called Christazax a falcon. Okay, this drove Christazax into a rage and she began a fight. You know what? Sister Vex, just keep playing. Let them smack each other. It's fine. Muppets. Call him a falcon. Is calling someone a falcon like an insult or something? Like, I don't get it. It's like saying someone's an eagle or a majestic lion. What the hell? Like, they called them a rat or a pigeon or something. I'd get it. But while we're staying here, there's a few things that come up. One is a quest for a Cyclic Dureformer with some plasteel, and I'm kind of inclined to accept it. We'll take this one, I think. Ooh, 23 advanced components. Now, we can make more advanced components. At the same time, we are doing a little bit of an age reduction ceremony on Christazax. At the end of this, there'll be 20. We brought in a kid here that we can use as... well, they're a prisoner we captured a while ago, specifically for aging ceremonies. I'm pretty sure the vamps have aged out. We might just want to send them off to the man cave. But for the time being, they're actually really good at hauling stuff. So, we have... lobotomite vampires that are going around doing all our holding, which is probably a bad idea, but it seems to be working out so far. One request that has been made several times is to make an Obsidian longsword for Sister Vex, which I've been trying to get around to for a while now, but the problem is Obsidian is incredibly rare. For example, out on the world map, if we search for Obsidian, the only place you can find it is on this one tile. Now, there's lava tiles and magma tiles and all that stuff, but they don't have obsidian. The only thing that has obsidian is a tile that tells you it has obsidian. So there's literally one place on this entire continent where we can get it. As well as that, you can buy it in shops, and I have seen it on sale a couple of times, but I never, bought them the first few times. This time around, we hit up, let's see, here, all the way through here, all the way through here. Went to war with those blue guys there, then went all the way through here, just going through, like, say, these guys, and we still only found one batch of obsidian in all of those shops. So it seems to be very, very rare. And it takes 100 obsidian to make a sword. We have 86. If we can find some more obsidian, we'll use it to actually build ourselves an obsidian longsword, but for now we're kind of stuck. Oh my god, it's taking forever. What we got this. I'm going to turn the suppression down a bit so they get around to actually suppressing this. I want to see how much mass we get off it. At the same time, we could probably make this get more out of it if we hooked it up in an electro harvester just to annoy it more. The more you annoy one of these things, the more it actually, the more its suppression levels need to be raised, which means the more you have to service it, which means the more flesh we'd get out of it. And we got 4 hours, so cool. Soon we will have the enemies here so that we can fight them. And at the same time, rewarded war kicks in about 0.7 of a day. So, fun times ahead. We have been running from these mechanoids since the very start of the game. It seems their raid size is wealth independent, but you know what? Maybe let's get you back inside. Alright, mechanoids, where are you? Come on. Incoming. It will send multiple waves of hostile mechanoids. I'm waiting. There we go. Raid. The pods went haywire and are scattered all over the... Oh, I hate these. The haywire raids are kind of annoying. Yeah, according to the threat point breakdown, or the little mod we used to see what the points are like, because it's a scattered raid, it basically gets a 0.45 multiplier, as in it's half as big as it should be. Which means there shouldn't be as much of a mess, but it really depends how big this is. We might just have to jump. I didn't want to, but... Well, let's get everyone together immediately. Even the unpaid interns. Collect in the Gravcore room. Oh. They've all landed outside. Okay. I hope it's not a massively fire-based event. In that case, you guys, everybody out there. Ludell, can you activate that? Okay, perfect. And then I suppose you two can get back to, like, I don't know, whatever it is you do when we're not busy doing what we're doing. Is that just Scythers? Oop. Damn it. You need to attack them and you need to move. Sister Vex, off the leash. What was that noise? Oh, yeah, they killed the gun turret. Ruler of the Huns, off the leash. Uber Kitten, get back a little bit. Actually, you might as well bunch up a bit. Dear God, they just keep coming. Okay, Kagarian. It's a marksmanship commander. And I think that's... Like, that's what we've been running from? I mean, it's a lot. But it's not like end of the world a lot. Guys, this is why I shouldn't let them off the leash. I'm an idiot. Sister Vexes went for a nap, basically. And... Rid of the Huns. Off you go. Poor Quoll here is getting stuck on the front line. I think that's just about it. And finished? Yeah. Even after it's a bunch of plasteel. Okay, could have been worse. Could have been better. Wait. About 44 Scythers? These are left over from a different raid. Not bad, I suppose. Okay then. Let's let everyone go back to sleep. Right, so I think another Mech-Hive raid will come in a wee bit, but we're not too worried about that for now. What we want is this. One archer, yeah, basically a whole bunch of humans are going to come in, and we're going to get a Silent Neuroform right of it. I think we'll get a second Silent person up just because we can afford it with all these quests that show up. We are having one minor problem, and that is we can't suppress the Fleshbeast nucleus thingy. It says, cannot stand next to it. So we're going to transfer the Revenant very briefly. Then we're going to move over the Fleshbeast nucleus. Then we'll move the Revenant back. This should only be a brief little thingy-what's-it. Yeah, perfect. And now we get to see how much meat this produces. Yeah, there you go. You can see. Bring in then the activity. Perfect. And there's the... Oh. The Mech-Hive have arrived again. And they're also scattered. Damn it! What are these guys due? 0.1 of a day. Alright. Let's do this again. But we'll leave Quoll here for now. Oh, this is different. That's a frickin' Diabolus. Okay, let's check the... Yeah, no, it's a 0.45 multiplier, so it's going to be the same sort of strength. Oh my god, there's another Diabolus. Okay, we've also got some Lancers. It's not good. I'm going to need you to activate that, like, right now. Kugarian. Yeah, that's on cooldown. Oof. I don't think we can berserk. Like, some things cannot be berserked. I'm pretty sure these guys have psychic immunity. Nope. Psychic sensitivity is 75%. Never mind. Might be an idea to berserk one of them just to buy us some time. Psychic insanity lance. Kugarian. Wait. No. Cannot hit target? Psychic insanity. No, does not work. Okay. Get back in. Okay, I'm gonna have to get... I'm gonna, like, insist that you focus fire that guy right there. Lancers, they're gonna clip off the shield, except for that one over there. You need to focus fire that guy. Like, he just severely needs to die. Like, now. Perfect, perfect. Okay, then. Whew. Those guys are a bit far away, but we can skip those guys in. Just direct the other way. Yeah, otherwise you were going to cause problems to yourself there. We can skip those guys there. And then another one can go there. What the? Damn you! Your range is really frustratingly annoying. Why is your sight focus so low? Awkward, 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 awkward. I think we just leave. I mean, I really don't want to tangle with these guys, and it seems kind of pointless to fight them all. So it might have been nice to get the Diablo ship. It's just Sister Vex is near fire, and that's usually generally bad. So let's get everyone back inside. We only need 2 people to activate the pilot console. So Kenneth and Sister Vex. Get ready to launch. Good, Glue Monkey. Leave. No. Maybe don't stand out there. I can see that Diablo's lining up the shot, and I'm like, nah, we're good. Are you sure you want to launch? Yes, we are absolutely sure. It is time we left this tile. Down here, there's another crashed mechanoid platform. These ones are usually dangerous, but incredibly tasty. However, we're going to do a quick stop. We need to basically kill some people so that our pawns can be happier. That's a bandit camp? Yeah, there's a bandit camp down here. I say we hit the bandit camp real quick, kill those guys, take their stuff. That's 58 people. That's 27. Yeah, let's just make this a quick one. It's, I would like to say it's been a pleasure, but it has not been. And I'm kind of sad we didn't get to see the other raid show up. But, no, that was not worth the fighting. These are some cool looking islands. I'm trying to imagine building here must be, an interesting challenge. Oh, it's an ancient stockpile. No, we don't actually care. Ancient stockpiles are very unlikely to contain anything we want. We have very, strict criteria for what interests these days. Well, this should be a very, very quick slaughter. Yeah, Nama is now dead, and then Kugarian can fall back. They should attack. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. Were you grabbing that? You know what? Fine, grab that. I really don't think they can make it. By that I mean, like, I just don't think they'll be able to close in quite fast enough. Well, maybe a few of them will. Oh, and there's the chief right there. What do you got? Oh, you're just carrying 51 pemmican. Surprising. And yeah, none of them actually made it close enough. And finished. Oh, God. They made their bedrolls out of dog leather. That's just wrong. I'm kind of sad I let any of you escape alive. Dog leather, that's just... Ew. I sort of didn't want to stay here, but at the same time, Sister Vex does need a little bit of a nap. So we're going to send her down for a death rest right now. Then once that's... Well, once he's topped back up again, we'll head on our way. Like, you keep forgetting just how fast-paced the game has become since this new introduction of the ship. While we were waiting 5 days for the mechanoids to attack us on that previous tile, we basically traded all through here. We hit up like 10, 15 settlements. That's almost unheard of. Not just in the 5 days, but then we also cleared a flesh mass. We also cleared an underground cavern, and at the same time, a bunch of more quests showed up. So, for example, we got the crashed mechanoid platform showed up, and an orbital stash showed up, and a bunch of plastic deal seams. It's just, it never stops. There's more, and more, and more, and it just keeps coming. Ooh. Strange signal. Nope. Let's not do any more anomaly stuff right now. We're just going to let Sister Vex have a nap, and later on we'll deal with that. And Kugarian's just having a little swim. I like that we have a pool in the back of the ship sometimes. True, it's probably around those engines, which might be mildly, I don't know, dangerous, I would say, but, you know, as long as no one hits the button while anyone's in the pool, it's grand. Well, Sister Vex is still down, and we've got a mechanoid cluster landing nearby. What's the multiplier on this? 0.75 from the Randy random factor. That's actually really low. Oh, we're lucky there. Where are you landing? You're landing way over here. Should be initially dormant. What's this? Climate adjuster? Yeah, we don't care. I mean, 2 unstable power cells sounds tasty, but I think we'll just wait and leave. There's no point. This activates in 0.4 hours. I'm not seeing a mortar. So we'll just stay away and then fly away and leave them behind. I have sort of run into a little bit of a wall here. You see, what I really want to do is finish out all the DLC stuff, which requires us to get all the components. So for that, we need to get our hands on a second shield generator. I don't really care about the shield generator so much, but I do care about the pilot cores. You can get 2 pilot cores that you can install into the ship. These are unique things, and it basically means your ship, when it lands, is far less likely to have a catastrophic failure or any kind of failures. It reduces it to 2% once you've maxed it out. We can't achieve that kind of low levels of failures with just the 2, with 2 people, even if they've got max intelligence and the pilot implants. It's just not enough. So if we can get the pilot cores, we can hop around more. And I'd kind of like to do that so that we can hop somewhere and then only have to stay there for 8-9 hours. And then we can move on. This would allow us to strip mine a bunch of places for plasteel. Is it 100% necessary? No. But to upgrade the ship fully, I'd sort of like to replace all of the hull with plasteel walls. Plasteel walls are just so much tougher. So, how do we get our hands on those? How do we farm for them? Or how do we maximize our chances to find those cores? Or the necessary things? Basically, high-tech satellites. That's it. Those weird little satellite things you find in space, they're the only ones I'm aware of that allow us to have the potential to find them. And the problem is, they're completely random. They basically are hooked up to your little detector thingy, and that detector thingy will find them, or it could find you a habitat, or a mechanoid habitat, or it could find you an asteroid with resources on it. So it's a little bit slow. So I'm thinking next round, or next episode, gonna go with more of a synopsis, because it's taking too long. I want to synopsis a bit, give a new style a try for a bit, and see if I can compress 2 or 3 months in game, about 90 days, maybe even a year, compress a whole year into just a very short time frame as we run around the place, trying to collect up all of the necessary items. In the background, we'll maybe fill out a few things as well. But that will be for the next episode. For now, I'm going to cut this out here, and I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck.